Welcome everyone to the Honest Review. I am Airbear. Today we're going to be covering the most asked question on my channel, whether or not it's in the comment section of my videos or in my live streams. It is the #1 question that I am asked, and that is, what is the best controller for Xbox and PlayStation 4 users? So essentially, who is the best elite controller, custom controller builder out there in the market today? So there are a lot of really major factors that kind of weigh into the attributes of what makes the best custom controllers out there the best. Those reasons behind why each elite controller has its different strong points and why I think there is one that definitely shines above the competition. Now, I have had my hands on a lot of different controllers. Anyone who's ridden out in the channel for a while knows that I've reviewed all of the different SCUF variations, BattleBeaver custom controllers, AIM custom controllers, Evil modded controllers, even the Strike Pack FPS Dominator, and also the new Astro A40 that dropped as well. So even though I'm going to be showcasing PlayStation 4 controllers today, just know that they build for Xbox controllers as well. I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored by the company that we're going to be covering today. I get nothing from your purchases. I have no discount codes for you guys. This is strictly my honest opinion from my experience with the controllers that I've been hands-on with. But wait, before we go any further, I have 2 active giveaways going on the channel for you guys. One on a Zim Apex, which is a keyboard and mouse adapter for console. This will be happening at 55k subs in our live streams. Yes, we just reviewed this product if you want to check it out. And then at 60k subs, we're giving away a BattleBeaver custom controller. And again, this will be happening on our Twitch channel. We no longer stream on YouTube. So if you want to be one of the lucky winners, and yes, it will be a completely randomized winner, you'll have to follow us on our Twitch. It will be in the description below. So for those of you who have ridden out in our live streams, you pretty much already know what my go-to controller is. For those of you who haven't, it is BattleBeaver custom controllers. I'm pretty much going to break down step by step why I believe they are the top controller builder out there. They're my top pick. Anytime that I need to play on console, I'm pretty much using a BattleBeaver custom controller unless I'm testing out another product. Every custom controller on this table has one similar factor in common, and that is that they are all built the same no matter what customizations you pick on them, except for BattleBeaver. And that would be the placement of your buttons. BattleBeaver is custom built to your needs. So depending on your hand size and your finger placements, you can have those adjusted and moved to your personal preference. So if we were buying a SCUF, it wouldn't matter what my hand size was, this would be what I needed to deal with. As well as if I was going to a SCUF Impact, this is exactly where my paddles would be. Wouldn't matter what customization options I picked, I would just be stuck with this. So if these middle paddles didn't work out for me, they weren't easy to use or completely ergonomic for me, then guess what? I'm stuck with it. And AIM controllers, the AIM V3 has 4 paddles on the back. This is exactly what you would be looking at. They're pretty close knit. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to. And personally, I didn't think it was completely ergonomic. It sometimes made me have a kind of a claw grip on the back, and it just wasn't perfect for my needs. And Evil controllers actually has the option for paddles or buttons. I personally like their button option, and they work well for me, but you can't custom select where you want those buttons on the back to perfectly fit for your hands because everyone has different size hands. And this is specifically why BattleBeaver Custom shines above the competition. The perfect placement of the back buttons to fit precisely where you need them for your hand. It's perfectly ergonomic. Everything fits right where it needs to fit. They rest right underneath my fingers. I don't have to stretch to reach something. It's just all right where it needs to be. Absolutely love it. It is standard for you to custom select where you want your back buttons to be so that it is perfectly built for you so that you have the best use possible out of your controller. There is no one fits all. There is no standardization process. You get to pick exactly where you want your actuators to be. This is huge, and I believe it is probably the best feature out there on elite controllers to date. So when I talk about customization, I'm talking about the actual performance features that go into your controller. Of course, every custom controller builder out there has really aesthetically awesome, pleasing features that you can pay for. And yes, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. The second that you start to go into making a controller absolutely freaking beautiful, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Even if we look at the really awesome designs from Evil controllers, and they really blew me away. I mean, these controllers are freaking gorgeous. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and I don't want to focus on that because performance is everything. Yeah, we can make a controller absolutely beautiful, but let's be real. We're investing our money in performance here. So the number one customization feature that I have to talk about that I do not like to play without no matter what controller that I am on is increased thumbstick tension. Now there's only a few companies that I know of that are offering that increased thumbstick tension, and that would have to be Evil controllers. They have one option to just increase that thumbstick tension, and then BattleBeaverCustoms, which gives you the option to pick increased thumbstick tension, which is about 110 grams of force, and then extreme thumbstick tension, which is about 160 grams of force. I started on increased and ended up on extreme. It drastically changed my accuracy, my recoil control, my tracking capabilities. It made everything so much more steady. I wasn't working with a really loosey-goosey right thumbstick. Everything was slow and smooth and steady and precise. It was definitely a change that was very, very welcome, and it's one of the biggest performance customization options that I have to stress to you guys. If you're looking to up your game on controller, you need to be working with a company that's increasing thumbstick tension. But besides that, some of the other customization features that they offer: separated actuators on the D-pad, really crucial for people who are playing fighting games. This is an awesome feature. I highly recommend that you try this out if you're into fighting games. The variable thumbstick heights. Pretty much every custom controller builder out there offers variable thumbstick heights, and BattleBeaverCustoms is not shy to that either. This is a pretty big deal for me. It actually increases the axis with which you aim from and increases your tracking capabilities. Your total surface area there where you can control your aim is increased when you have a heightened thumbstick. I definitely recommend that you try this out. So something that I will say is that BattleBeaverCustoms has the best smart triggers on the market today. Now, when I say smart triggers, that's just what they branded them as. It is actually hair triggers. So especially on semi-automatic weapons or times that you're going to want to be tap firing weapons to increase your accuracy, hair triggers are extremely crucial. And I've covered this in my initial BattleBeaverCustoms review, but these things are exactly like mouse clicks. Now hold on a second. That's right. You hear that? That's a mouse click. That's a mouse click. Most definitely my favorite hair triggers out there, period, are the smart triggers and smart bumpers, period. And last but not least, in the performance options of BattleBeaverCustoms is gonna have to be the Actuator Selection on the back of the controller. So what you're hearing right now is their hard press standard actuator on these back buttons, and these things have a really long lifespan, but you can select which actuators you want. So in case you're a streamer and you want a little bit of a quieter press, or if you possibly find that these buttons are a hard press, that they're a little too firm for you, you can actually select the soft press quiet click buttons in the back. And I fell in love with these things because I stream, and it used to be that you could hear these buttons just ringing off my whole freaking stream, me just clicking away. Getting these soft press buttons was absolutely lovely, and they're so easy to press. They're my go-to favorite for sure. So as far as pricing goes, I had to cover this. BattleBeaver is actually not bad at all. If you avoid the aesthetics, which would be things that make these controllers absolutely freaking sexy, you can go with a custom build under 200 bucks, get 4 buttons on the back with remapping, get some increased thumbstick tension, get you some hair triggers or smart triggers in the back, and get it all for under 200 bucks. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, that is pretty much cheaper than all of their competition out there right now. BattleBeaver stands behind their product. Thank God. Go ahead, follow the link in the description below. It'll take you directly to the BattleBeaver warranty. You can have a look for yourself. Now, as far as downsides go, or possible negative things that I have to cover with this controller company, it's gonna have to be the build time. These guys are a much smaller company. They're not some big corporation. They're not out there sponsoring a bajillion players. That's not how they work. They're strictly a smaller company. So if you're ordering with BattleBeaver, just know that it's gonna take a while to get your controller. That's just the way it is. Now, this boosted speed time that they offer is a $30 boost to get your controller really quickly. Now, this worked for me right away. I got my controller within a freaking week, and I was super stoked. Now, I know there are a few Elite controllers that I haven't reviewed. So a lot of controllers that operate off of third-party software and licensing. So we're talking about Scuff Vantage, Nacon Revolution, Razor Raiju, Wolverine, etc. These guys are paying for licensing and doing their own custom builds internally. These are controllers not built off of Sony DualShock motherboards or Xbox motherboards. They're not built off of stock controllers. They're built from the ground up with different parts. You don't know what quality you're getting out of them. And I happen to have, just from experience, okay, I've reviewed a lot of controllers on here. From experience, controllers built off of the stock manufacturer's motherboards are better. They're hands down better for connection and performance. They work the way they're supposed to. But hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. Do you think that I'm right in giving BattleBeaverCustoms the crown as far as these guys being the best custom controller builder for Xbox and PlayStation out there to date? I do look forward to what you guys have to say. I read like freaking all my comments. And yes, the notification squad, you freaking rock. Congratulations to whoever wins the Zim Apex in our live stream on Twitch, which will be at 55k subscribers. And then the BattleBeaver custom controller that we're giving away at 60k subscribers. Again, this is happening on Twitch. We don't stream on YouTube any freaking more. We're on Twitch from now on. You want to join us? Go ahead. Socials are in the description below. You can follow us there. We'll rock out together. But that's it for me, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. We got a lot of awesome vids coming up. I might surprise you guys with some sneaky content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.